In today's video we're going to be looking at the most common acronyms you may see when either watching other detailing videos or across the forums. So I've got a selection of acronyms here, probably 10-15 of the most common ones. We'll see how many we'll get in this video. There may be a part 2. I'll probably do another part explaining more phrases as well. But in this one we're just going to go ahead and look at the most common acronyms that I use, as I say, in videos and across the forums. So the first one you may see is 2BM or TBM, and that stands for 2 bucket method, and that is just simply a way of washing your car. So you'll have a bucket full of your wash solution and a bucket just of clean water for rinsing your mitt after. Some people may opt to use a 3 bucket method as well if they're doing, a bucket for the wheels as well. But generally you will see a lot of people using the 2 bucket method or 2BM. Next on the list is AIO, and now this stands for all in one and typically refers to polishing. And this will be a compound that you would use through the cutting phase and then all the way up to the refinishing phase as well. Usually, you will see detailers using a selection of different pads and compounds, so they'll use a really aggressive one to get rid of a lot of the deep scratches, and then they'll work their way through down to the least abrasive compound, and that's normally a finishing polish. But an all-in-one polish is probably aimed at a first-time person who doesn't want to spend a ton of money on 3, 4, 5 different types of polish, and this one will typically get a good enough and satisfactory job done. The next one is APC, and this one stands for all-purpose cleaner. Typically this one is a citrus-based cleaner. You will buy it in a neat form. You can get this from your supermarket, but a lot of detailers sell them. And you will dilute this to your needs, so you can use this on the interior, on the engine bay, plastics around your windows, tyres, wheel arches. It is what it says it is. It's an all-purpose cleaner, and it will quite often strip any waxes. So I would always basically read the label if you've bought it from a reputable detailer. And if you are using it around windows and stuff, you maybe want to go for a weaker solution. But in those grubby areas, engine bays and wheel arches, then go for a 30, 40, 50% dilution ratio. But again, just check the label, and that's what APC is. CB, that would be for clay bar, and this is a product you would use between the washing and the polishing stage. Once you've used your tar removers, your fallout removers, you will then usually go over with a clay bar to remove any contaminants from the paintwork. So there you go, that's what CB stands for. DA, now this is a dual action. This means dual action machine polisher, or sometimes it may be abbreviated as RO for random orbital, or OB as orbital buffer. This is a type of machine polisher. It's, without mentioning brands and whatnot, it's not your heavy duty machine polisher, that just spins circular. It is what it says, it's a random, so it spins and then it oscillates as well. So that's what a random orbital machine polisher is, or a DA, a dual action machine polisher. GG or GGs, and this is nothing to do with horses. This is grit guards, and these typically they're inserts that go in the bottom of the buckets in your wash and your rinse bucket, and they just help to prevent the grit rising back up. So when you do rinse your mitt or your cloths or whatever you're using, the grit should settle below the grit guard and help try and reduce any chance of inflicting swirls and other damage during the wash process. IPA, this stands for isopropyl alcohol, if I've pronounced that right. Some might have this written down as ISA or IA. This is like a 99% pure alcohol solution, and you would normally mix this 50-50 with some distilled water. And a lot of detailers will use this to either strip off wax, which you can do, but generally I find you use this to after the polishing stages. So some polishers may leave fillers behind, and you may not want that. So you would give it a wipe down after you finish polishing and ready to apply wax. So that's what IPA is. LSP, this one is just last stage product, so it is what it says. It's the last product you put on your car before you put all your gear away and then go in for your Sunday dinner. This could be a wax, a sealant, a glaze. It's just whatever you want to finish the car with. Ceramic coatings as well, they're the more popular choices these days. So yeah, LSPs, you'll see that one a lot thrown around the forums. MF or MFs, microfibers. So again, this normally followed by microfiber towel, microfiber cloth, microfiber mitt. What else can I say? Microfiber, you'll all be familiar with those. ONR, this is one I've not used myself yet. It's Optimum No Rinse, and this is an eco-friendly way to wash your car, shall we say. The idea with this one is you wouldn't be using a pressure washer or a hose pipe. It's a different kind of way of washing. We'll not go into that in this video, but that's what ONR stands for, is Optimum No Rinse. OP, sometimes on the forums, depending on context, obviously original poster, but in this case we're talking detailing in videos, and again in write-ups and whatnot. OP will typically refer to orange peel, and that is a finish in the paint. It kind of looks like the surface of orange, or a golf ball. It's a ripply texture in the lacquer of the paint, and usually this requires some wet sanding. PW, pressure washer, I'm sure most people have got one of those. QD, quick detailer, again something that most detailers will have. You can use this, people keep this in the boot or in the door cards, just have that in your car at all times if you want to wipe any bird muck off or anything. It can also be used as a clay lube, depending on the type of quick detailer you've got. RDS, this is one you probably won't see mentioned in videos, but you will see it probably posted on the forums as RDS. That's random deep scratches, so that is quite severe damage to the paintwork. When I say damage, I don't mean a dent or a really deep scratch down through the primer. It typically means you probably see where someone's left the keys and dragged them across or something like that. There'll be a quite distinctive line. That's not a swirl mark, but it's just a deep scratch. So for us detailers, this will just be something that's possibly gone through the clear coat, but it may not always go through the clear coat. But that's what a RDS is, it's a random deep scratch. RO, that's reverse osmosis, and that is a kind of water filtration. It's something, again, I won't get into in this video, but it's a way of really purifying the water to get down to 0 parts per million if you can in your water. Something that seems to be more common these days than it used to be, but again, we may do another video on that in the future, but that's what RO stands for. And then finally we have SF, again something you don't see a lot mentioned in videos or even on the forums, but I just thought I'd mention this one. This one's snow foam. Again, self-explanatory, we all know what snow foam is, we all love to use snow foam and make a great big mess. So yeah, there we have the top sort of 15, 16 acronyms you may come across. Hopefully that's helped you out on learning what's what. So yeah, if you've enjoyed this video, then make sure you click that like button, and also be sure to subscribe to this channel. And if you want to get instant notifications, then click that bell icon. We will be doing more videos over the winter, a lot of explaining kind of processes and phrases that you may hear. So if you're new to detailing and something you're just getting into, then make sure you do subscribe and keep an eye out for any new videos.